Most people respond to emotional unavailability by trying harder. The secure person will do the opposite. They will say what they see and what they feel, and they will leave the door open behind them and not in front of them. There is actually two failure response depending on the type of the person. So for example, an anxious person will just try harder and harder. They will try to send more text to have like more proof, to get like more reassured, and the whole thing start to become like a puzzle that they have to solve, and they will try like again and again. While on the other side, an avoidant person will actually punish by distance. So they will take their distance to make them feel it. So they want the other person to feel that they are like distant for a reason, and that this is kind of like a punishment. And their goal is that, oh, if they feel that, they will autocorrect by themselves. So they will correct their behavior by themselves. Both of those responses are like leverage games. They treat the other capacity as a thing that you can pressure just by existing. So what I mean by that is that they will do things and put pressure on your feelings in a way that will make you react by the way they behave themselves. Then this is how like the secure person will do it differently. Secure person will start by like naming the thing. So they will share with their partner what they observe and not what they feel. So they will not be like, oh, I feel like this. They will be like, oh, I notice that you pull back when I share something real, or I notice that you take your distance when I do this. But they will not make you feel unloved. So they're not trying to like point you out or be like, oh, you did something bad. They will just share that as a fact. And then after that, they will choose what works for you and not what will fix them. How does this look like? They will acknowledge that what they realized before. So they will acknowledge what they named before. So they frame the whole thing as, oh, this is a behavior that I have seen. This is not something bad. I'll tell you about it without judging you, and I tell you what I will expect, what will be better in this situation, without putting an ultimatum, without using like a leverage, without being like, oh, I will be distant with you, or I will like ask you more and more and more. I will just be like honest and show you things as they are. Another thing is that they put word into the thing clearly. They would say like, this is what happened. And believe it or not, but most people won't do it. Most people won't do it. As I said, like an anxious person will like send just like more messages, but not point the thing out. An avoidant person will just take their distance without pointing the thing. But like just the fact of like saying out loud, being like, oh, I realize this, already like drop the stress about like talking about that. So now to handle this, like a secure person will not put more or less pressure on you or like putting the thing on your side, but they will put things in the middle and be like, okay, how we can both together fix this.